Oh, Eliza Bleu. Boy, the last time we talked about this little cup of tea was during the Andrew Tate situation. She went on the Tim Pool show. Wow, I've been talking way too much about Tim Pool lately. I don't like it all that much. But that was the last time that she was really all that relevant. Until she really stuck her foot in it this time around, okay? What's her shtick? Who is this lady? She purports to be a human trafficker advocate, okay? I've got a couple of her articles pulled up here. Well, actually, I've got one. And this is just merely for reference sake, okay? The draft is state-sponsored human trafficking. Oh my gosh. The draft is immoral. The draft is unreasonable for people. But you see how she's characterized it, okay? When you are a hammer, everything looks like a nail. The draft is state-sponsored human trafficking. We'll take a look at the rest of her op-eds that she has for human events, okay? The political prosecution of Julian Assange reveals a threat to American principles, ties it back to Jeffrey Epstein in the byline. The Libertarian Party is demanding accountability for all Epstein co-conspirators. How do you work the Libertarian Party into that? See? And then the other one that she has there, you can see that as well. Okay. The EU is using child sex abuse to excuse privacy rights violations. She has one thing, and everything needs to fit that one thing in order for her to be relevant. Take a look at her byline on human events, okay? Eliza Bleu is a human trafficking survivor. Really? Because the accounts of that, and you'd think somebody who has such a horrific story to tell and somebody who just globs on to every relevant thing that you possibly can, would have a more concrete telling of the events. Not saying it didn't happen. It's just your story isn't really all that out there, okay? And survivor advocate and a survivor herself on the Eliza Bleu podcast. I'm sure it's great because we all know, we all have our opinions on female podcasts, right? Ugh. She dives into difficult but rewarding conversations about the trials and traumas people experience and the triumphs and healing possible. That's nice. That is fantastic. And she's continued this grift for a while. First thing that I heard about her was back in 2020 or something like that. She was trying to highlight, all the dirty practices that were going on Twitter, which I'm not going to discredit at all whatsoever. That's important work because Twitter, prior to Elon Musk's purchasing it, was one of the largest purveyors of child pornography online. That is 100% verifiable. And the first time that I left the platform prior to Elon Musk buying and purging all of those different avenues for the distribution of that nefarious material, it was highlighted with a post that I had. It's like, I'm not returning to this platform. Link to the video that I did that YouTube had a video, or not YouTube, sorry, Twitter had a video of a young man who was 14 years old or something. He ended up getting caught up in, I forget all the specifics of this situation, but he ended up getting caught up with some bad hombres. We'll just go ahead and say that, okay? And he ended up recording himself whacking off or something like that on camera or something like that. And yeah, it got uploaded and shared around on Twitter. He found it. He reported it to the Twitter authorities at the time. He's like, that's me, 14. That was filmed under duress. They took a look at it, and it's like, it doesn't violate any of our terms and services over at Twitter. And it's like, the fuck are you talking about? And they kept it up there for a very long time. Blue, I don't know where she came from. I don't know how long she'd been in the human trafficking survivor advocate sphere. Took up that very noble cause and spun it into something that attracted the attention of Elon Musk, or at least she purports it. And take a look. Oh, Daily Wire, supporting some really good people. But to be fair, a lot of people were duped by Eliza Bleu. Not me, though, mostly because I just diagnosed this appropriately at the time, okay? Even before the Andrew Tate stuff. Somebody who continues to just talk in these same terms over and over again, regardless of the context of the scenario. It just looks like believe all women wrapped in a more palatable package to the right. Take a look at the rest of her, what are the rest of her articles about? It's all about appealing to the right, while then still just trying to sneak in her little talking points there as well. Like, come on, it's very fucking obvious. Anti-sex trafficking activist Eliza Bleu tells Ben Shapiro, there's another good guy. The cause has a powerful new ally. Eliza Bleu told the Daily Wire's Ben Shapiro she had a powerful new ally in her long-running fight to purge Twitter of child predators, the new owners, Elon Musk, as it were. I'm not going to read the rest of the Daily Wire stuff because, frankly, I don't care about a conversation between two obvious grifters. But yeah, okay, if it's her long fight to purge Twitter of child predators, she's obviously going to need a new grift, right? Hence why she got tangled up with the Andrew Tate situation. And then when people were starting to dig through, it's like, what is your history, right? Because the last time that I brought this up, it was difficult to find, okay? There were a couple of unsubstantiated claims that, yeah, she was banging some, emo a lead singer, I think My Chemical Romance, don't fucking remember. She was going under a different name, trying to get a singing career started that ended up going about as well as anybody trying to launch a singing career goes. And then all of a sudden she's, oh yes, I'm a survivor of human trafficking and I'm just trying to do right by the Lord. And it's like, okay, fine, just produce results and we'll see what we can do. Okay, and as you can see, Eliza Bleu announces American lawsuit against Andrew Tate on behalf of 2 anonymous women. Which ones are those? Well, that would be one of the, because if you've watched any of my Andrew Tate content, and I definitely very soon want to do an update on that situation, mostly because it deserves it, but the last time that I, delved into that, we talked about 2 of the women. One was from Miami and another one's from Moldova. The 2 that Eliza Bleu were representing. Imagine that. Okay, we went into their histories about how they were being trafficked there by partying and being all over Snapchat and going to and fro the house. And then when, they couldn't secure the bag at the end of the day, came back and realized that, oh man, my boyfriend has been trying to get a hold of me. Better come up with a human trafficking story. No. Eliza Bleu is taking up that very noble cause. Oh my God, there's a human trafficking case, and it involves one of the most Googled men on earth. Oh my God, this is a slam dunk, right? But when that ends up being an absolute non-starter, what do you do from there? Well, you start false DMCAing, folks. As 2 people, I've mentioned one of them before, and especially some of his takes lately. The quartering's definitely starting to win me over, and also some of the back-end analytics. I know a bunch of people watched quartering content, okay, that also watch this channel, and I think Jeremy's a pretty stand-up guy. I don't think he's all that good of a host or anything like that, and he does run a podcast with one of the biggest chameleons I've ever seen in my life in Sydney Watson, but all things considered, and especially around the Steven Crowder Daily Wire situation, he's been incredibly based on his takes, so big ups for that one. And Brittany Venti, that's one of those girls on the internet that has been around for fucking ever, dude. And I'll keep it $150. Okay, right before Kevin Samuels passed away, she tried to do this hit piece, smear piece on him. Okay, she's got some warped opinions when it comes to what exactly is sex trafficking as well, and thinks that everything can come back to the exploitation of women. I'm not the biggest fan, and a lot of people simp for her because she got, a decent body, but this is a girl who's been on the internet for just about a decade, okay? Like, she's pretty fucking damaged, but in this situation, she's 1,000% correct. So this is the real Eliza Bleu, okay? Twitter bans Brittany Venti and the quartering after posting YouTube screenshot of Eliza Bleu. Yeah, these are the type of people that are out there fighting for truth and justice, but if you post an unflattering screenshot from a publicly available video on YouTube, that's a bridge too far, and I can false DMCA claim you because she doesn't own the rap video that her ass was hanging out in. No. She doesn't like that because that kind of hurts her image as being a human trafficking survivor advocate. If she's out there popping pussy and shaking ass on screen, it's not a good look that's out there. And it's even worse when you start to DMCA these people over materials that you don't own. It's very, very odd. Very odd. Twitter suspended YouTubers Brittany Venti and The Quartering on Friday after both posted screenshots of publicly posted hip-hop music video from YouTube. The suspensions came after mass flagging campaigns from the fans of Eliza Bleu, a bunch of simps out there that are never ever going to touch her titties, that are never ever going to be able to traffic themselves to be in her orbit, just a bunch of fucking simps that are out there thinking that I'm doing a good thing. Maybe she'll pay attention to me. It's never going to happen, fucker. A woman famous for running a podcast against human trafficking. Huh, fucking weird, right? Venti posted questioning Blue's authenticity and speaking out against human trafficking and the sexualization of women because the video features Blue posing salaciously. Yeah, that's kind of Venti shtick, okay? Because everything eventually just comes back to sexual exploitation or whatever the fuck. So she's calling her out on her hypocrisy. Fair enough. That's Venti shtick running up against Eliza Bleu shtick. So who's the first one to cave? Well, the constant attention seeker. Like, what are we doing here? Come on now. Along with posting a screenshot of the video, Venti said if she addressed it before, let me know. But I'm curious because I came across this video like this. Maybe she was trafficked via being coerced. I don't know. Oh, come on. That's just trying to pull some fake victimhood or trying to feign ignorance. Come on now. Like, being a little bit bitchy, but, you know, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. Venti also tweeted, I saw this tweet just now, but I think it starts to blur the line about what is trafficking versus what is voluntary. I think it's fair to question when things like this distract from anti-trafficking message when it's not clarified. Not really, because I'm against all this stuff, the exact same thing, okay? Like, I'm against false DMCA claims, you know, getting people banned for, you know, exploiting hypocrisy. But then also, it's like human trafficking and sex trafficking, that shit's fucking gross, man, and I want all of it ended. And the only way that those cases should be concluded is with a swift swing of a rusty knife. But if you actually give a fuck about human trafficking, maybe go down to the southern border instead of trying to attack one of the most famous people on earth who has absolutely no evidence against him, but then just gets imprisoned in perpetuity. But he has a lot of money and it's an easy fucking mark. But anyways, Twitter locked Venti out of her account for the tweet, claiming she violated Twitter's rules for violating our rules against posting or sharing privately produced/distributed intimate media of someone without their express consent. You know what that means right there? That alludes to, oh, you posted revenge porn. Public video, it's on your fucking website, okay? Somebody could theoretically link out to that music video. I haven't seen it or anything like that, and I also haven't included it in this video, mostly because, well, I don't want to face a similar fate. I can still talk about it, and I can bring attention to the topic without actually having to show it. It's the reverse cuties argument, okay? The cuties, that disgusting show that also, you know, should be bleached from human history. It purported to say it was discussing the sexualization of children, and they did it by sexualizing children. A lot of children. Fucking gross. But okay, at least one of the tweets was reported by an account named Amanda Jean. Don't know for sure who the fuck that is. Who said, also, I'm reporting this for non-consensual image. Interesting. You didn't have to post that screenshot, you salty hoe. Very, very interesting. But oh yeah, make sure that you tip your message to, yeah, go to her website, and then she'll just one step away from writing names on body. Anyways, Blue had previously been doing work exposing human trafficking and child grooming, which was highlighted by the Daily Wire in 2022, bringing Blue's podcast to new public prominence. Yeah, exactly. And it was on Daily Wire. And who was she talking about? Oh, Elon Musk. And then she weaponized her affiliation with Elon Musk on his new acquisition. Very interesting. Very interesting. What happened between her and Venti to cause beef between the two isn't clear. Well, she got exposed for being kind of a fraud. Let's keep it a buck. Video in question remains on YouTube, easily searchable by anyone who might want to take a screenshot of Blue stripping for the camera. Oh, no, heaven forbid you'd want to do that. Despite Twitter's proclamation, this doesn't qualify as sharing private, intimate media or any kind of revenge porn. No, exactly. It's a publicly accessible video, and here's where things start to get just a little bit fucked. It didn't stop Blue from playing the victim card. What? A woman called out on her hypocrisy and then all of a sudden it's everybody else's fault? That is a new and unique perspective. Now, she threatened Venti after an inciting tweet. I'm going to address this one time and one time only. A non-consensual photo was posted of me yesterday on Twitter. Funny, similar language was used by Amanda Jean, non-consensual image. I'm sure it's just simply a coincidence, right? The photos have been removed, but what about the video? Oh, still publicly accessible, so theoretically, the screenshots will continue until public opinion has improved. But it's funny because if you peruse Eliza's Twitter feed, she, like many other people who hate being called hypocritical or anything like that, have a very contentious relationship with anonymous trolls online. It's very funny. It's very funny. Anybody who calls her out on her shit, you're just a troll. You're a mean person. You're basically as bad as a human trafficker. Interesting. Yes, the photos have been removed. The source of the photo has been contacted, and I'm preparing to escalate to the fullest extent of the law. Funny how you've recently retained legal counsel for a separate issue, and now you're just starting to flex your muscles when it comes to the law. Huh, and you used to sexualize yourself on camera, but now you purport to represent people who have also been sexualized on camera. I see this all coming together, and this is why I don't think that there's some, nefarious, New World Order or anything like that, because the people who are doing all the fuck shit are often too stupid to keep their fucking mouth shut, okay? Blue continued, I thought you were only going to address this once, stupid. Oh well. Twitter did an outstanding job, and they will be excluded from legal action. Oh, thank you, because I'm sure you and your expert crack law team were definitely going to be able to pierce the veil of Section 230. I'm sure, and they will be excluded from legal action. There won't be anyone else involved or spared. Oh my God. And I take things all the way, and I have no chill. Oh! I'm a survivor advocate. What does that have to do with anything? Oh, you got caught shaking ass on camera. I don't know what the fuck, okay? Should have whipped out a titty. Maybe more people would have watched that video. Like, come on now. And that doesn't stop with advocating for myself as a survivor. Oh, is that your origin story? How cute. I'd encourage my enemies to study the law. Do you see one in the mirror? I'm just asking. I have been for many years. Obviously not. It might stop you from making rookie mistakes in the future. Yeah, by screenshotting publicly available content. Oh, got him. Several prominent YouTubers took exception to Blue's grandstanding, including the Quartering, who reposted Venti's tweet and was suspended as well for the deleted tweet. Yep. For his suspension, he posted, I have never had a bad interaction with Eliza Bleu. No, I just thought she was a grifter from the beginning, but no, this is from the Quartering. Okay. And the same for Brittany Venti. She's, interesting. Okay. I have a major issue with Brittany getting her account locked for posting a public image. Her account was locked for sharing private images, and this is not the case. Please fix Elon Musk. And he's like, great, you want to go ahead and repost some content that ended up getting scrubbed from the platform? We will go ahead and fix that. We've temporarily limited some of your account features. Very interesting. While Blue threatened, and of course my channel is under attack, I have been banned, all of that stuff by my coffee brand coffee. While Blue threatened Venti and the Quartering with lawsuits, good luck. In a YouTube video, the Quartering claimed he welcomed Blue, taking him to court, and claimed, yeah, he's got a better lawyer, by the way. It seems like it's going to be a very expensive lawsuit for you, my friend. Aw, did he just big bro her? Don't do that, because that's probably sexual harassment. He then encouraged viewers to sign up to his newsletter and would update subscribers on the pending lawsuit. Or, his YouTube channel. Anna, that Star Wars girl. Okay. That's such bullshit. Just cuts right into it. The photos were from a public music video you consented to that's been up on YouTube for over 6 years with 0 age restrictions. Oh, if you don't like that, so you and your goons abused Twitter support system to get Brittany banned. That's fucked up. Stop lying. Yeah, but that's what happens with all of these supposed white knights that are out there. Fucking grifters, bro. I don't know what else to say, man. How did you guys miss this for so long? Oh, because she was saying the right thing. She's on our side. The whole cult of personality, the cult of pseudo-celebrity on the right is fucking gross, man. Every once in a while, you'll get some C-tier celebrity say a couple of fucking base things, and then all of a sudden, we got one! And you got one over here, some fucking marginally attractive girl with a fucking sob story, and then you push her to the fucking moon. You get exactly what you deserve. Check your work before you put somebody on. Just saying. But I'll leave it with the man himself, okay? You might be able to catch a little bit of a screenshot there at the bottom. Feel free to peruse it if you wish, but Robert Barnes has it perfectly, and he's the inspiration for the thumbnail. My advice to Eliza Bleu, never go full Jack Murphy. heartfelt. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.